Howdy y'all, it's your favorite trainer, the butt buckle. So you want to work with athletes. What cert should you get? The CSCS? The PES? Are there others? Let us help you. Show Up Fitness, where great trainers are made. We have internships in San Diego, Los Angeles, hands-on learning. You actually get to train people while you're going through an internship. We also are now online. We're excited to help more people. It's where great trainers are made. So let's take a look at this. You're wondering what's the next step. You're already certified. We have NSCA, National Strength and Conditioning Association, and they have the very premier CSCS. I'm CSCS certified, Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist. On the other side, we have NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine, and then the Performance Enhancement Specialist. Almost sounds like performance enhancement, like drugs, right? PED. So let's take a look at cost. Let's look at how it's perceived in the industry and what you should do. So the CSCS, it's roughly $500. You need to already be certified, and you need to have your CPR. Same with the PES, you need to have your CPR, but it's going to be $700. It's a 4-hour proctored exam. So you have to go through the essentials of strength and conditioning. That's a very large textbook. You need to understand proper form for the Olympic lifts. So they're going to quiz you on the clean, the jerk, snatch, and knowing what's happening at the first phase, the second phase, the ankle, the hip, what's going on through each part of those lifts. 4 hours. The first 2 hours is going to be going through anatomy, physiology, movement, and this isn't simple anatomy. It's not like what muscle is working when you do a bench press. Now, they're going to be looking at what are the concentric actions of the gluteus maximus during hip extension. Or that would actually be redundant, but what are the actions of the gluteus maximus? And it's going to have answers. You have to get one of the 4 actions of them. Over here for the PES, they're not going to quiz you much on muscles, but the big difference is this is taken at home. This is a 4-hour proctored exam, so you got to go to a center, and then you have to analyze movements for 2 hours as well. I failed one of these portions, so you take one and you take the other. I failed the physiology aspect because that stuff was tough. They're going to ask you about actin and myosin, the Z line, a lot on physiology and myofilaments. 4 hours, 120 questions over here on the PS, taking it home. In the fitness industry, strength and conditioning folk, the PES is looked at as a joke. It really is, because they're trying to compete with NSCA, but if you're truly educated, you realize that the PES is just NASM's way of getting more money for you. So they get the NASM CPT, and then it's like, what do I do next? Because there wasn't much on 11 and 12, which is the sports or the speed, agility, quickness portion. So then you're going to be intrigued by getting another cert, and then getting another cert. Let's get a corrective exercise. Let's get the nutrition cert. Don't go get more certs unless you want to work with collegiate or professional athletes. That's when you need your CSCS. And they are going to change it in 2029, I believe, where you have to have a degree in kinesiology. As of now, you just need a college degree to take the CSCS. So if you don't have a college degree, NASM did a good job by giving this option, but you have to realize that this isn't going to get you into that arena. As if you look at the job postings for San Diego State, if you're looking for a strength coach, they're going to say CSCS required. This isn't going to get you there. So really, it's just a waste of your money. If you want to be respected, you're going to need to get the CSCS. Also, maybe you want to write a book. That's the only reason I got it. We do work with athletes in Santa Monica High, also down here in Bishops. We just set up a relationship with the private high school here. And that CSCS that I had, that designation helps, but I would have been able to establish those relationships without that CSCS designation. High school, you'll probably be okay, but when you want to go to collegiate or to the next level, it's going to be a little more challenging. So think bigger. If you don't have a college degree, I'm not saying you have to go get one to work with athletes. You need an intern. And if you intern under the right coaches, you get your feet in and you're busting your ass. If practice is at 6, you get there at 4:30. Work out beforehand. I'm talking AM, not PM. And then you clean up the spot and you're there and you're taking notes and you're really diligent. If that coach likes you, they can bring you on, and then they have connections in the game. So again, when I say think bigger, so many people just want these certs. I got my PES, CES, FNS, all these certs, FMS. Certs don't make you a qualified trainer. The right networking does, the right connections, understanding this stuff and learning and being open to improve. So again, you got to look at, where do you want to go? Do you want to work with professional athletes? You don't have any connections, the CSCS is going to be the best bet. If you don't have a college degree, you can still get into this arena, but you got to get the right connections. I highly, in my opinion, discourage you from getting anything NASM related, because amongst true professionals in the game, academia as well, it's just looked upon as a joke. Internships are going to be the route. See how people work with athletes. We were able to work with Coach Rath for the Rams. We went through and shadowed a practice. We just sat back and watched, took notes at the end, talked to him. Hey, why'd you do this? What'd you do this? That was a really cool exercise. Thank you for your time. I sent him a $200 bottle of wine. Very appreciative for him allowing us just to be there. That's how networking is going to start. You don't go in there, make a scene, play loud music, look like shit. You got to dress to impress, be a fly on the wall, and then be very appreciative. Are there other potential certs out there? I'm not too familiar with them, to be honest, in the States. Exos, E-X-O-S, that's from Verschagen. He's a stud in the game. He's very well respected. I believe he worked with the NFL Combine, and so he's really established himself in that community out of Arizona. They actually have some spots here in California as well. To be 100% honest, I just don't know how that is perceived if you wanted to get into the arena with sports. So you just need to talk to the strength and conditioning specialist at that spot, the designation where you want to go, and see what they would suggest. In my career, I've never had a strength coach suggest to get the PES. They're always going to tell you to get the CSCS. So that's where you can go around it by interning, offering up your time, 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 mouth, use them in that order. If you like this, make sure to comment. Check us out on Instagram and YouTube. If you want to be a great trainer, you got to go through an internships. And we have them in Los Angeles, San Diego, soon to be Texas, soon to be the East Coast. We're excited. We're excited to be showing up. Have a great day, y'all.